here's a good little DIY video for you. What we have here is a screen door where a little dog ran through the door and pulled the screen out. So what we're going to do is get that off to repair it. This one has a little cap that we needed to remove, and that way we can get access to the roller which kept it inside the track. So in this case, we're going to loosen up these rollers and be able to release it from its track. Now there's another one on the other side. And once these are off, then the door was free to be removed. And we're just going to slide it out, lift it up, and pull it off. This is that roller that was on the door. There's two of those. Okay, so the screen itself is held in by this like rope. It's got splines on it, and the rope or spline material here it's gauged. There's a certain thickness to it. So if you're replacing this, you definitely want to make sure you use the right size. But the screen is held in by this, and basically it fills the gap and squishes the screen into this gap, this little channel, and this roller tool will push it in. And looks like we're going to get lucky with this one. I was thinking we might have to replace it, but it's not damaged, and it just kind of was pushed out of the slot. So what we're doing is we're just pulling the screen and then laying down this rope here, and you can get it started just a little bit. Push it, hold it into place, and just roll with the tool to press and roll that spline material in, and it'll hold it in place. It's like a compression fitting of sorts. So I'm just tugging the screen taut and rolling and pressing and working my way up. And so this is actually, because this is like a rubberized rope or whatever, it's stretching a little as I push it along. That's all right though, as long as it gets in there and it's nice and snug. And there you have it, nice and tight. So thankful that we didn't have to use the new material. But if you did need to replace a screen, it's the same process. Just start on one side and get it in there. You're going to trim off the rest. But we're able to put this back together, and it was a really quick process. The hardest part here was getting the door off. You gotta line it up. Oh, dropped a screw. But basically getting this screwed back in, or attach the roller there and tighten it up. And this is the part where you have an adjustment. So basically you can raise or lower the door and tighten that roller as you go. You can see here it's a little rough, but once we get it lifted up and then tightened, we're taking the pressure off the bottom and putting it up here on top onto the roller to support the door in its track. So once it's snug, you definitely want to check it out and adjust it as necessary, but you don't want the door hanging up. You can see it's banging around a little bit, so we gotta adjust it a little bit. Looks like it's sliding. raise it up, tighten it. You can see that gap there's a little better, and look at that. We are on track. I love it. Pop those caps back in. Tools we used were a hook tool, a standard Phillips screwdriver, a screen door spline roller, and in this case a carpet knife, but any utility knife would work. If we were actually facing more damage on that screen, we would have been prepared by having the screen spline and a standard screen big enough for the door. This one is 48 by 84 inches. Thanks for watching as we put this screen back together. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. And if you need any parts or anything to fix your own screen, there's going to be some links in the description to help you out.